Thank you very much for joining us. This is Sunshine Reports, and my name is Oyewumi Ayinigbara. President Bola Tinubu has addressed the nation in a broadcast to commemorate Nigeria's 65th independence anniversary. The president spoke on the significance of the day and reflected on the country's journey since gaining independence in 1960. In his message, Tinubu highlighted the progress made over the years while acknowledging the challenges that continue to confront the nation. He also reaffirmed his administration's commitment to implementing policies aimed at stabilizing the economy and improving the welfare of Nigerians. The president used the occasion to call for unity, peace, and resilience among citizens, stressing that Nigeria's strength lies in its diversity and collective determination to overcome obstacles. Meanwhile, the hope of the average Nigerian for a better nation remains high as the country marks its 65th independence anniversary. In Ondo State, the celebration was marked with parades, cultural displays, and renewed hope for a better future. Omoniola Ngbiji reports.
This spirit has defined the annual Independence Day celebrations since Nigeria gained freedom in 1960. The colorful parade that marked the celebration began with security agencies in various uniforms, followed by groups in large numbers and secondary school students dressed in ceremonial attire. Beyond the formal celebration led by Ondo State Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa, petty traders took the opportunity to showcase their goods for sale, while free medical checkup was provided for every citizen. For many, Independence Day is a meaningful celebration that inspires hope for a better Nigeria.
I feel so happy. We thank God for the celebration. We thank God for God's protection since 1960 to today. God is great. I tell Nigeria, I wish them long life. I wish them long celebration. Nigeria will good.
àdúrà ní ká máa fi ran Nàìjíríà lọ́wọ́, ìyanu máa ṣẹlẹ̀, Nàìjíríà sì máa dá, ayé wa sì máa dùn, ká kọ́ wa forí tì gbogbo ẹ̀ máa dá.
Event participants highlighted several developments achieved, particularly under the current administration.
I can say we are progressing in Nigeria because as we see, our government in Ondo State is doing well, and at the federal level, our amiable president, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, is trying his best to make sure that he reforms Nigeria to better position.
The house is not built a day. I think you can see, since my attainment as the state chairman, I think you can testify that there's peace all over our park in Ondo State, in 80 local governments. And I think there's peace in everywhere. And there's no crisis recorded in any of our parishes throughout the whole Ondo State.
The significant presence of women's group at the parade reflects a new Nigeria dedicated to inclusive governance.
Indeed, that's our government of ease. Women can say it. I tell people, women don't dance if they are not happy. Women don't sing if they are not happy. So the fact that they are happy is because government is closer to them. Government is closer to the grassroots. Ondo State women all over the world now, as much as possible, dance, sing, praise this government for doing a lot for our women without lobbying, honestly. And the government is not for privileged few. Under this administration, under His Excellency Governor Lucky Orimisaye, that's why women have access to things of government with ease. It's no longer for privileged few, it's for everybody.
As Nigeria marks 65 years, voices from Ondo State express a shared hope that the nation's progress will reflect resilience and optimism of its people. Omoniola Ngbiji, Osrc News.
And as Nigeria marks its 65th independence anniversary, the meaning of this milestone resonates differently with Gen Z and millennials. For them, independence is no longer just about freedom from colonial rule. It is about tangible realities, economic empowerment, political accountability, social and environmental justice, digital innovation, and access to opportunities. Understanding these perspectives is vital for policymakers, businesses, and leaders seeking to connect with today's young Nigerians. Osrc's Adewumi Taiwo tells us more.
Over the decades, Nigeria has weathered daunting challenges, economic fluctuations, political instability, and social unrest. Yet, the resilience of its people and its cultural heritage remain enduring sources of strength and hope. At 65, the nation stands proud, united, and committed to a shared destiny. But for the younger generations, the meaning of independence carries new dimensions. Millennials shaped by years of reforms and democratic transitions reflect on achievements of the present administration, while also demanding stronger governance and economic stability.
There's no celebration that we have gained from it. Definitely. You know what Nigeria was when we were very small. You know that independence has improved us. That's major thing I would say. We have not lost about it.
Let all of us stay here and salvage what is happening on the ground. Nigeria is the best place to live. The economic problem we are facing has not caused by today. It started years back. Look at first at 1977. What is the impact of 1977? It brings nothing to us. But because our people at the top, for their selfish interest of what they eat, that's why they squandered money in Festa. And so many things like that. Me, I still believe in good and better Nigeria. Not for people like me, for my children coming, people coming and going. I still believe strongly. Let all of us stand. Lest everybody goes back to his house. Nigeria has to be built from household.
For Gen Z, independence represents optimism, a belief that with digital innovation, civic engagement, and creativity, a brighter future is possible.
Every act of resilience that we Nigerians uphold, it gives us hope that truly Nigeria can still stand again. It gives us hope that yes, there is still a glimpse of light for this great country, and I believe the rise of this country starts with you, starts with me, starts with everyone on board, because the giant of Africa is you, the giant of Africa is me, and the giant of Africa is Nigeria. If Nigeria will stand, it must stand and begin from our hands.
The digital aspect and the political wise, the youth are now trying to engage themselves in the political sector, in the educational sector too. You could see that independence has shaped the educational sector and the use of digital software, AI, and everything in the country.
Together, Gen Z and millennials are reshaping the meaning of Nigeria's independence at 65. To them, it represents empowerment, accountability, and digital freedom. And by tapping into their energy and aspirations, Nigeria can pave the way for sustained progress and development. This renewed vision of independence offers hope that the nation's future will be driven by young Nigerians determined to build a more inclusive and prosperous society. Adewumi Taiwo, Osrc News.
Now, away from Nigeria's independence stories, the Ondo State government has begun a statewide market sensitization campaign aimed at curbing unfair trade practices, promoting transparent business conduct, and safeguarding the rights of consumers across the state. During a sensitization exercise with traders in Accra South local government area of Ondo State, Commissioner for Commerce, Industry and Cooperatives Adebola Ademuwagun emphasized the importance of enlightening key market stakeholders on consumer protection policies in their operations. Joy Pius has the detail.
Nigerian markets are significantly affected by a flood of fake and substandard products, from medicines to electronics and many others, due to factors like porous borders, inadequate regulatory enforcement, and a thriving informal economy. Determined to protect Nigeria consumers from harmful and unsafe products, the Ondo State Competition and Consumer Protection Agency engaged traders in the Central Senatorial District of the state on eradicating illegal market practices. Commissioner for Commerce, Industry and Cooperatives, Adebola Ademuagun, noted that at a time when both consumers and businesses are experiencing economic challenges, getting value for money expended on products has become imperative.
It is much on people, whether the buyer or themselves, because many of them still consume what they buy. When it is fake, it will be of no use. And when people buy the consumer, they will complain about them, they will return to them again to buy. So it is very good for them to listen and make use of this enlightenment.
The Administrative Secretary of the agency, Kudirat Ola, among other stakeholders, stressed the need for traders to purchase products from the right sources to prevent circulation of fake and substandard products.
My message to them is to always ensure that they buy original products directly from source, from distributor, not a substandard product. They should ensure they check the necessary label that is supposed to be on it, either NAFDAC registration or standard organization code that is on it should be ensured before they bring it into the main market for distribution.
I believe that after this program today, they'll be able to take their time to check which one is fake, which one is substandard, and also desist from collecting those goods from distributors that are bringing them to them in their marketplaces, because it is not just for them, it's affecting the economic value of Nigeria in the marketplace. It's also affecting our health.
And if there is any way they feel the government will come to their aid and getting the bad eggs out of them, I think they should also try and bring this gospel to everybody.
Well, I thank both the state government and the federal government for bringing this kind of discussion, sensitization to my market men. Our market men, they don't usually look at the expiring dates of their products, but this will wake them up. When you buy things, you look at the expiring dates, and if the goods are expired, you return it.
The agency also reviewed plans to commence elimination of hazardous products towards putting an end to an unfair trade practices and exploitation of customers. Joy Pius, Osrc News.
The Ondo State government has announced the temporary closure of a section of the Akure-Ilesha Highway at the Oyaru-Bulem-Shagari Junction. A statement by the Commissioner for Infrastructure, Lands and Housing, Engineer Ayorinde Olawe, said the move is to allow for critical works on the ongoing flyover project. According to the statement, the affected stretch will be short for 5 days from Sunday, October 5 to Friday, October 10, 2025 to enable the casting and placement of pre-stressed beams. The Commissioner assured motorists that adequate diversion routes have been arranged to ease movement during the exercise. The government emphasized that the project is part of its RE's agenda to deliver lasting infrastructure improvement across Ondo State. And as Sunshine reports to join us at 6 for news updates. Good afternoon.
Go.